guys, it's Erica with Not Your Average EDC, and today we are doing a very controversial topic. Man, I love that kind of stuff. Makes me happy. Unless people get mean, then I don't like it. Okay, controversial. Trendy versus actually useful in the EDC community. So, I feel like about a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago, I noticed that the community started getting really trendy as opposed to getting gear that you actually use, which doesn't bother me, other than the fact that now it's kind of turned into like this almost lying habit where we get trendy things and we say that they do something that they're supposed to do when they really don't, and then it sucks because like the newcomers in the community that want to join this awesome place are completely misled, and it's a bummer. It's a wicked bummer. And there are some people out there that don't do that. There's one guy that I watch, I think his name is Jake from Bearded Gear, and he does a lot of reviews and he puts out a lot of content, but like he talks a lot about fidget factor and like the trendy stuff, and it's not totally my thing, but at least he's transparent about it. At least he literally says like fidget factor is a huge important part of my knife. Like, playing with my knife more than I use it is important to me. Like, props to you for being honest. The rest of you that don't do that, lame. So, a couple of things that I've noticed that have gotten trendy are hanks. Okay? So, like, I've always carried a hank in my back pocket. This is one from my grandfather that my dad gave me. Zadie, please. And I use this all the time. It does get washed, it just is stained, it's got rips and tears. This is totally old school and useful, like it's actually absorbent. There's so many hanks floating around in the community though that are just for show and maybe for like wiping a camera lens, however many of you need to do that. So like this is a beautiful hank from one of my friends overseas. And I really appreciated him sending this out to me because it's really nice and it's beautiful and stuff. I can't use it though. It's not absorbent. This material is too like resistant to liquids. It almost feels like canvas. And then the back is fleece. Like what am I gonna, and it's too thick. So like, yeah, cool, I could carry this for no reason if I wanted, but I don't really want to because I'm not going to use this. If I have to wipe something down with like a rag, I'm gonna use something that's absorbent and flexible like a real rag. This is $1, right? I can't do anything with this. It's too thick and it's not absorbent. Another thing that has gotten trendy is pry bars. Not sure how many of you have to use one on the daily. I use one daily, but these started getting trendy. The Lynch pry bars. This is a piece of shit. Why? Because it's not useful. First of all, if I need to pry something, I don't need a cap lifter on it or a pocket clip. Like, all of that gets in the way. I don't have very much leverage because this is like maybe 3 inches long or something. If I'm prying and scraping and stuff, which is what like people do with this, this is the right deal right here. This is from BGM Knives. John made this. It's literally a chunk of titanium with a straight edge. I can pry and scrape and do all kinds of stuff with this, which I have. This tool, I can't replace this. This is awesome and useful and lightweight. But you get down to something like this that's beautiful and anodized, like yes, it is a beautiful piece of work. Is it useful? Definitely not to me. Like I will never use this because I can't do anything with this at all. The tip is too slim. I don't understand why there's a fork there. If that's supposed to impersonate some type of nail lifter, that's hilarious because this will never do that. That's like microscopic. You can't actually pull much of anything with that. I don't understand why that's there, and that dip and that curve takes away from the scraping capabilities and even your leverage, like even your purchase on whatever you're prying, because it's rounded, like especially this part comes up and rounds, then you have that dumb fork and then the rest, and it's like that's really not going to be useful for much of anything. you only have up until here to get into whatever you need to get into, because then you get stuck on the cap lifter. Like, this is a beautiful little piece of pocket jewelry that you could carry and fidget with. But aside from that, it's useless. It's useless. But again, trendy. Everyone wants one of these, especially the bigger ones that are like titanium stone washed or whatever. Like, everyone wants these, and I can't use it. I appreciated the thought behind it, but I can't use it. This, I could use all day, every day, and I have for the past couple years. Pocket clips, even. Let's talk about pocket clips, because that's a big one. Sorry that my dog is barking. You guys know the deal. My life is crazy. So, Lynch pocket clips. These deep carry pocket clips. All the hype, right? They drive me nuts most of the time. I don't have any purchase taking this out of my pocket unless it has a lanyard, because this actually overrides the butt end of the knife, which, by the way, is ugly as fuck. So, like, it overrides. So this thing is drowning in my pocket, and if I have gloves or anything on, there's no way I'm getting that out because it rides too deep. And I would need a lanyard to pull this out of my pocket. But again, everyone talks about deep carry being all that, and nobody wants normal pocket clips anymore. I'm not kidding. My favorite pocket clip of all time is the OG Benchmade one. Like, this is an original Benchmade clip. I just stripped the paint off. Wow, the lighting is actually really bad because I'm in the sun, sorry. This is an OG clip. I stripped the paint off and I did a matte finish on it with ferric chloride. So that's my favorite type of clip. You've got that much to pull out of your pocket if you don't have a lanyard. You have that much to grab onto. That's enough for me. Or you can put a lanyard on to make it easier. But, like, how are you supposed to get something out of your pocket when it's hiding for its dear life? If you actually work and use your knives and if you're wearing gloves or anything like that, it's really hard to get that out. So this needs a lanyard because I can't get it out of my pocket. That clip is mint. But yeah, deep carry is the latest and greatest. I don't know why. And then just knives in general, hiking and being outdoors and camping. All that good stuff has gotten pretty trendy, especially since the virus, because people didn't have anything to do other than go outside. You should have anyway. But if you weren't, and now you are, everybody's hiking and camping and fishing, and a pocket knife is something that you should definitely have when you do that. So the bug out was, I believe, originally created to be like in a bug out bag or a hiking bag, a lightweight, reliable knife for feather sticking and making fires and like what? Why on earth would you put this in your bug out bag to rely on in the wilderness or in a survival situation? Are you kidding me? This thing is so light and thin. If for an EDC knife, it's great. I would never bring this hiking or bring this into a situation where I would have to rely on it to pull through if shit hit the fan. There's no way. There's no way. That's hilarious. And the moving parts, guys. Why would you complicate things by relying on something that has moving parts where if the parts break, you're fucked? Sorry for all the curse. No, I'm not sorry. I don't give a shit. There was one guy that commented the other day and he was like your videos, don't like the cursing. That's enough. Like, cool. Get off my channel. I don't give a shit what you think. I literally don't. So, like, moving parts on a knife that you're bringing out into the wilderness, not the best idea. You can get a lightweight knife that's a fixed blade that's way more reliable. Like, the one my go-to knife for going out hiking, which I do every weekend, is my BGM Knives Mini Kept Part. Like, this is the ultimate lightweight, small, reliable hiking knife, camping knife, whatever, for when I go out into the wilderness. Small. That is not going to break on you. No moving parts at all. Brightly colored so that if you drop it, hopefully you can find it. Like, this is what you want to bring out on your hiking trips or your fishing trips or camping, what have you. Like, this won't let you down. Anything with moving parts and fragile parts and flexible parts, not the best idea. I understand there were good intentions behind it, but it's totally misleading and trendy. Calling it the bug out to put in your bug out bag, not a good idea on Benchmade's part. And this knife became super trendy. Everyone loves it. I love it as an EDC knife, but it's disposable, 100%. This could very easily break, and if I was in a situation where I really needed a knife, I would probably be fucked, because those springs, knock on wood, they haven't broken on me yet, but they very easily could if I pushed this in the wilderness. So, like, I guess the point of this video is be careful of what's trendy, because people might portray an item to do something that they want it to do rather than portray what it can actually do. Like, anybody can pick up this knife and say that they are gonna bring it on a hiking trip and go in the wilderness and feather stick with it, blah, blah, blah. But, like, I want you to actually go do that and use it hard and stay out in the wilderness and rely on it, and then come back and say that. Because there's way too many people that are pretending that they've done that, and it's very misleading for people in the community that don't know as much about these products as some of the more educated folk. And trendy just drives me nuts. Like, I've never been into trendy stuff at all. But, yeah, just beware, guys. Think about what the actual use. Honestly, out of all these things, this is the one that drives me the most crazy, is the frickin' Hank obsession. It drives me nuts. Like, this, you're not gonna do shit with other than take photos. You're just pretending. This is real life. Guys, have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your week. It's beautiful here in New Hampshire. And use your fucking shit.